Hello guys, thank you for joining me in this new video. My name is Krishna. What I'm gonna show you is how you can quickly start a WordPress blog on Cloudways. I think from all the different hosts that I've been using, it's probably one of the most where the experience has been the 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 best experience that I had as far as creating a WordPress blog was really with Cloudways. That's just my personal opinion. I haven't tested all the hosting web hosts out there, but I did test quite a few. I did use quite a few, and I would say with Cloudways is probably the best experience I had. So before we jump in, if you do not already have a Cloudways account, you're gonna find in the description of this video the link that's gonna provide you with a free trial. But as well, this code over here, if you do use it, you're gonna get 10% off for your first 3 months on Cloudways. Okay, so let's jump back in over here, and what we're gonna do. So over here, I already have a server that I started, and that server has one application over here. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start a server together. So I'm gonna come up here and you're gonna see how easy it is to really do that. From time to time, I'm gonna pause this recording, but because it's gonna take a little while for either creating the application or creating the server. But once that is done, I'm gonna start it back again. So over here, the first thing that we need to do, if you do not already have a server, because when you're gonna create it, it's probably gonna be blank over here. So the first thing that we need to do is actually create a server, add a server. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna select the type of application that I want, right? And for WordPress, I'm just gonna go with WordPress. I have this option here that is clean. It has no Cloudways optimization. And we're just gonna go with that. I'm gonna name um, the app that we want to create just for you to know which app it is. And over here I need to name as well the server that I'm going to create. Sorry, the server that I'm going to create, right? And over here is going to let you know if you want to assign it to a project. This is if you had a project that you create several different projects, so you can have over here a project for, let's say, this blog over here is for e-commerce, this blog over here is for marketing. All those different projects, you can set them up here, and then you can just assign that particular application to the project that you want. So this is what it's this for. When we jump back in here, we have different application that are different provider. So those are server providers that we're able to select. We have DigitalOcean, Virtual, Linode, AWS, Google Cloud. If you're just starting, if it's a blog, I would say you don't really need to even look at AWS and Google Cloud. That would be overkill. With DigitalOcean, Virtual, or Linode, you should be all good to go. But that really depends if on maybe the kind of bandwidth or the kind of plugin that you have on your blog, right? It could be if it is really demanding, you might want to jump in here. But if you're just starting, those three would be really what you want to go with. So when we come up here, we have the server size. So with the server size, we have the possibility with those different options that you selecting here. So you see with all those providers, we have different ways of selecting the options over here. So with that, we have when we're selecting an option over here, we have the opportunity to select the RAM that we're gonna have with that server, the disk space that that server is gonna have, the bandwidth, and as well the number of processors that the server is gonna have. The good thing with Cloudways is you can really start really small, right? And as your application is growing, you can increase the configuration that you have, right? So for what we just want to do here, this is just a demo. I'm just gonna go with 1 GB, 25 GB of space, 1 TB of transfer, and one core processor. Over here, the location. So best if you select a location that is close to where your customers are, where you have the most activities, right? So I'm just gonna select it here. I'm just gonna select New York, and from here I'm gonna launch it. And you're gonna see over here the price was about $10 that I'm gonna pay per month. That Cloudways is letting me. Your estimate for the month is gonna be $10, but that really depends if later on within that month I'm adding another server or some other application. You only charge for the server. Even if you add 4 or 5 applications, it's not gonna charge you, right? So it's gonna take about 5 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna come back when it's done. Alright guys, so our app is installed now, and what we have, so we have the server that is actually created over here, and with our server we actually have so basically from here, if you go to this button here, you're gonna see we have our blog app that is over here, and the blog app is basically partially already set up over here, right? So what we just need to do now is just to log in and start working on it. And the way you do it, you just click on this. So you can access it either from the application here. We have the blog app. You come up here, you click on this, and it's gonna ask you to provide either the username and the password. And this is what you have over here. You just click on this. This is the username that you have over here, and it's usually the username that is assigned to your account. And over here you have the password as well. You can view the password, right? Or you can just copy it, and you just come up here, you just copy this, you log in, and now we are logged in over here on Cloudways, and you can go ahead and set up your blog. So it is fairly easy. The only thing that will take time is creating that server, right? Operation for the server takes a little bit more time. Operation for the applications, whether it's deleting, cloning, it's usually faster, but this is how you do it.